We have had to redo the entire game here, and that's because my mic during my last broadcast was not turned on. So the mic, I kept talking to the entire broadcast, and I had a friend of mine that actually came up in the messenger, and he didn't say anything. So, and we have to now redo the entire broadcast. So we're going to be doing the tuna again. Let me go here and find out if I got enough bait to do the tuna. Let me go to settings. It's kind of loud here. I don't know why is it so damn loud. The ambience are kind of loud. What the heck? Hang on 1 second here. Let me go to settings here. Seems like I got my ambience, not my sounds here kind of loud. And I'll see if I can lower the audio here a little bit. Master audio, music. Oops. The effects a little bit down. Damn it. Lower a little bit. Did I save that? Hang on, let me try it one more time. See if I think I saved it. Yeah, let me master volume there. Okay. That's the way you save it. It's a kind of strange way of saving it. I guess I'm not too sure. Didn't do much. So anyway, let me go check out my to see how much bait I got on here. Now we're going to be using the Double Trouble here, and this is one of the best ships for people, for beginners. Once you can get this ship, you got multiple things you can do with this ship, multiple type of fishings. You can do long line, you can do net fishing, you can do traps, I believe in this one too, I think crab traps. You can do and you can do deep fishing. And we're going to be doing deep fishing today. Let me go see what kind of gear I have on here. Alright, map, no, that's not. Alright, let me go see what kind of gear I have. I'm ready to do here. Got enough bait, I think. I think I'm kind of short on bait. I got 80. I think we're good to go there with all the bait. Yeah, because I used up some bait last time. The control has a little bit of problem sometimes. Refill, that's what I want to get, is a refill. I think I'm refilled completely here. Alright, we're gonna go out here. Let me go see if the tuna is still in that area. Let me see what they got to say here in town. I got my crews on board already. Tuna is still out there, so we're gonna go to the same area. I'm sure that's gonna be the same area, and we're looking for tuna and swordfish. So my bait's kind of mixed. It's got some swordfish and tuna, I believe, on there. And we got around I believe we got about 54 pods, but we're gonna lay down about 50 pods down and 50 lines, deep lines down. So let me go over here and see where the area we're gonna go to. We're gonna go out here. All right, where the tuna's at, and I can fast travel. Now, if you're like you don't have this game long enough, you might not be able to fast travel here. If you don't have this one area in here. You haven't picked the if the area hasn't opened up for you, like you'll get us like a small, looks like a small ship, and sometimes you're wandering around here, you'll get something like that, and then you're able to fast travel once you get that. So I already got that, so I'm going to fast travel here. Okay, and we're going to head out there and try to catch the tuna. Now here's what happened last time I was broadcasting. Like I said, the microphone was not on. We did pretty good. We caught about $500,000 worth of fish. Okay, right, same spot actually we're in right here. Let me turn on the sonar to see what is going on. Okay. Oh, got enough. We got a lot of swordfish down there, and I'm sure we got some tuna mixed in there. So let me get the crew set to go here. Let me call them up and we'll wake them up, put them to work. And well, I don't have to put her to cook anything or anything, but we got enough food there. I got 2 crew members for backup, and I got the 2 regular crew members I send in. So we're going to be sending these 2 guys in. Well, right now I'm not going to send them in because I got to start laying some pods down. Let me change them over here to the okay, and let me see if I make sure I got the bait set up. Now here's what I wasn't sure if I had the bait here. Alright, enough of that. Hang on. Trying to get over to the... Okay, he's set to go. And it doesn't switch over to the... I'm trying to get over there to the prepare gear. I can't get in there. Why? I don't think he might be ready. Let me see. No, he's not ready. Yes, not ready. That's what I thought. Why am I not going to get you? Unless I don't have enough bait here. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get some bait, but it was playing games with the bait. This sometimes this game has this little thing like this. It starts doing this weird stuff, but it's not either my control or something. I don't know what it is, and it doesn't jump over where you want it to jump. And I think what it is, maybe I don't have the bait for it. And it cannot go over there. This guy's set to go. I mean. Wow. Hang on. I want to make a difference who I put there. Now you'll walk out there and he's ready to go. The problem is, yeah, no kidding, it has to be prepared. I mean, I have the pots on board, so I should be good to go. But how in the heck, I don't know why he's doing this. I don't have to put in the guys hauling in the pots because that wouldn't make any sense. I'll put the cook in there maybe. I know it's an oddball. It should go right to that middle one that says prepare gear. And I have no idea why is it not going there. Okay, that is something else. Let me walk out here for a second. I want to see something. You're in the wrong place. And I got my pots. Everything is ready to go here. I gotta prepare. Just tell the guy to prepare the pot. And for whatever reason, it won't go over there. And the guy's in the wrong place. Let me put him back over there again. But still, it wasn't doing it. Let me call up again. Well, that is something else. I don't know what to say here. We should be able to prepare. Let me get the boat going. Maybe once it gets the boat going. Nope. For whatever reason, it's not allowing me to prepare. I'll put this back on neutral. Okay, I'm lost on this one here. No, yeah, I just finished playing this game for like about an hour and a half. Everything was going great, and for whatever reason, they just would not let me click over there. I don't know why. All right. Wait a minute. Unless the seasons, I mean, I don't think the season changed that fast because I just had a game today. But I don't even think that would do that. Hang on a second, let me go somewhere. The season is in September, it ends in October. What date are we in? We are... Hang on a second. Doesn't tell me the date. We're still in September, so what is the deal here? I have no idea why it's not allowing me to set the gear here. And it's really wastes it. It just ended up wasting this entire YouTube video here. Whatever the heck, it just won't let me put the guy. I've had the guy there. The guy's supposed to be right in here. Let me fill in everybody's spot. Maybe something else. There's some of this thing going on there. Those two guys are supposed to be hauling in. They're not supposed to be doing anything. Huh. Let me change her over to repair. It's just dumb. I can see I'm missing the highlighter now. That's something new. So we may have a glitch here or something. These guys are in the wrong place. Alright. Let me move her down here. For whatever reason, it's just not allowing me to prepare the gear. I'm at a loss here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut off on this live video here. If you guys are watching this and you guys are the makers of this game, what's the deal? I mean, it was working okay, and all, now it's just not allowing me to prepare the gear. Now, maybe because maybe it's out of bait. So you know what? Let me go back to town and see, because maybe that's what it is. It's out of bait. All right, and I was trying to put some bait in there, and it wouldn't take it. So we'll try go. Let me go back, fast track back to town. And we'll go back and fast track back away. Let me go over here to the closer one. Let's see, right here. And let me see if that's the problem. Okay, I'm back in town. Let me get off here. Hang on, it's still giving me problems. What is this thing? I got the fishing gear. I hate that. This is how. Unbait. I don't want to unbait. I want to bait, damn it. See, it says unbait. And I don't know if it's unbaited. And I got 70. Let me see if I can put some bait on there. Either the controller's eating crap or oh man, what is the hell is it doing? Trying to see if I get the other one there. Okay, I believe we have everything but one baited. So we got a couple of them with squid, and most of them got them rigged up for tuna. So let me get out of here, and we're going to go right back to the boat. Alright, let me go fast track out of here. Back to the fishing ground. Alright, this is where we were at last time. Let's see if it gives me problems again. Because we got them baited. They're baited. They're set to go. Alright. There they go. I see the baits on there. That's what it was. Alright. And now it's ready to bait. Let me pull these guys off the line here. Because they're just not doing anything. So I just get these two guys who are supposed to be hauling it in when they're set, and I'm going to pull them out of here. And I'm going to pull the girl out of repairs. Alright, so now let me get out of here. Let me get back out. Alright, we're ready to set. We got fish in the water. So let's start to lay some traps here. First one down, we're set to go. We're moving around due east here. Why it dropped it like that? This happened to me before, where all of a sudden the guy's dropping the pods and he stops dropping pods for whatever dumb reason. I don't even know. He just don't drop the pods anymore. What happens is I am way past those pods over there. Waiting to see if the setting comes back on. So I gotta back up here. I don't know why it does that. It also disconnects from the 70 something bake that I have and went to 6. Let me go find out what's going on here. Yeah, put this one. Wake up. Alright, let me head back here again and see if he drops one here now. Okay, we're in a row here. Somehow we ended up with 2 pots on top of each other. What the heck is that? What the hell is he dropping 2 pods at a time? What the? I have no idea. Usually the game runs pretty good. I don't have problems. I don't have these kind of problems with. So it seems like, it almost seems like it's dropping 2 pods at a time here. Now this one pod is supposed to be coming with 2 buoys, so it's not because there are 2 buoys at 2 pods at a time. It's just the way it's supposed to be. So we just keep on cruising here and keep dropping them. We're gonna go around 25 out and 25 back the other way. And I'm keeping a due east course here. No, I have done this for a living. I have worked as a commercial fisherman. That was quite a while back. Down the Florida Keys, did that. That's what my parents did, my grandfather did, and my great-grandfather did. It's like it runs back there. So this one job here, just like what you see here, I've actually done this with fishing with either crawfish or stone crab. So we're about 17 pods out. And we're doing around 25 east, and then we're going to go and do 25 west. We're 19 pods out right now. Not pods, long line. I keep calling them pods, but it's long line. deep sea long line for the tuna or the swordfish that we're catching here. 21 lines have been set here. That makes it 22. And 23. There's your 24. We'll come back the other way now and lay another 25 lines. 25, 26. That's it. Alright. Now we'll turn here north. And we'll separate our line a little bit here. We don't want to put it on top of each other. So we're going to go due north for a little bit. And just a bit here. I don't want to lose too much. It seems like there's a good school of fish by the windmills there. So I'm going to turn here. And I should lay my first one any second here. Alright. Now we're going to go due west here. And set another 25. So we're in a due west course here. And we'll get those 25 down here. Now, the video I made about, I made yesterday was the trawler video, and that one the microphone did work okay, no problem with that. So, but that's a bit of advanced fishing because you got to know how to control the trawl once you bring it in and once you're fishing with it, and it can be kind of tricky. So, did that video yesterday. You can go check it out. So we're here a little bit late in the season because we're like, I think in the middle of September here now. And season ends, I believe, October 1st or something for the tuna. So make sure when you're playing the game that if you're going to go fishing by the rules here, check out the season you're in and what you're going to go fishing for. Because you know, you want to end up in the right season to fish. Now this boat here, the Double Trouble, is, like I said, it's a very good boat for people that want to start making money so they can buy themselves more boats. I always do pretty good with this boat. And tuna or sword fishing pays pretty good. As a matter of fact, I was actually looking at it. My trawler yesterday, which is the big trawler with a crew around 6, made about, I think it was 1.3 million. And I'm thinking to myself, this is what this boat does right here. You know, this is what this one will make, almost, you know, about $1 million it can make. So I think the game is a little lump-sided. I think the trawler should make a lot more than just this, you know, making the same amount of money as the tuna swordfish boat. This one is, it doesn't seem like it, just seems like it's out of balance or something. It's not. The trawler, I think, is because it's a big ship, it has a bigger crew, should be making about double that money, I think. I don't know, somehow that's the way they worked out the numbers on this one. But then you can go back to port, offload and go, and just take your crew back out and go fishing on all these games though. So we're at pod 41 right now. Not pod, where we're at line 41. We already dropped 41 lines here. We got a lot of swordfish in the water here. Sporadic tuna, but a lot of swordfish. We got 40 lines down, and we're gonna have 2 sets of lines here down on the water when we're done. That's 47. That's 48. $49. $50. Let me drop one more. There's this game. I one time lost one of the pods out here in the water. It's somewhere and I cannot pick it up. It won't allow me to pick it up. It was another game that I played. So it always starts the countdown at on 2 instead of 1. Alright, so all the pods are down. Let me see if I can head back to my other pod, my first pod that I laid down. It should be out in this area. Alright. Yeah, let me come back over here to 2. You see how it started on 2 and it didn't start on 1, it started on 2. That's why I put down 51 pods. There is a pod out here that I don't know, for whatever reason I cannot pick it up. And it always starts on number 2. So I'm right now heading back to number 2, but we're not going to be fishing. We're not going to be pulling anything in now. We're going to give it some time, around 14, 15 hours, in order to get some fish on those hooks. I'm just right now positioning my boat there close to the first pod, because we're going to start from 2 and work back around to 51. I just want to be able to spot it, and then I want to put my boat on neutral. Okay, it should be here to my left somewhere. Okay, I see it up ahead. Okay, I'm going to hold position right here. I'm going to go back to the crew here. And I'm going to get McGill, I call him McGill, get him back over here to the crew cabin, because it's going to be a long night, as we have to now. We're going to speed up time. We're going to start speeding up time in increments of 4 hours, and then we're going to slow it down to like 1 hour until we start seeing blue on these lines, which is going to indicate to us that we're ready to do some fishing. So let me step away here. So the crew's in the cabin. They're well fed. Everybody's okay. And let me look at my clock here. Alright, and what you want to do here is once you get the rhythm of this game, if you haven't played too many times the tuna and swordfish, don't be doing giant chunks of 10 hours, because you'll allow the pots to soak too much in the water, and you're going to lose all your fish. You won't be able to catch anything. You got to make sure You can do. I do what I do is I do 4-hour increments. Little by little, I work myself up. And then you can work the first time out. You can. I mean, first time you hit the clock, you can go up as high as I believe it's 10 hours. It's like right after 10. I believe it's like 16 or 14 hours. It's been a while since I do a lot of tuna fishing. Just did some today with the radio. They had no voice on. So what you do is you go back over here, and what I do is I'll put 6 or 5 hours on there, and you see there's no blue on the buoys here. Let me get closer. So there's nothing there yet. So I'll go another. I'm gonna bring in another. I'll bring in 4 hours now. That's 6, so that'll be about 10 hours there. Okay, still there's nothing on there. All right. And now what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna start doing 2 hours. So I did about 10 hours, and I'm gonna start doing that 2 hours and checking out to see if there's any fish there. Okay, 2 hours. We don't got nothing yet. Do another 2 hours. Okay, we have moved the clock here a bit. Okay, nothing yet. So we're about 14 hours up now. Let me make another 2 more hours in here. Okay, we're up to 16 hours so far, and we have no indication of anything here yet. Maybe bring another 2 hours. Okay, we got some fish on the line. Most of the line has got fish. Okay, the whole line here has fish. And I could push it here. Let me push it up 1 more hour, see if they all lit up here. Problem is, by the time you get down here, if you're going to take too long to get up here, and you've gone too close to the edge, as far as the time goes, the fish is going to get off the hook, and you're going to start losing fish. You won't be able to finish off here before all the fish start coming off the hook. So you kind of have to time it right. So let me probably put 1 more hour in there and see what it looks like with 1 more hour. Alright. Okay, that's as far as I want to push it. Let me look at my thing. So I got all the way lit it up to here. Okay. We got a couple dead spots there. They're not doing anything. But that's pretty good right here. We can start doing some fishing now. Alright. Be on the safe side. If I push it too much, what happens is it may take too long for me to get to the other side, and we're gonna start losing some fish there. So we're good to go. Well, it looks like we're here. What time it is now? Looks like 10 in the morning. And let me get back on the captain's chair here and get my guys to get ready to haul in the lines in. So you make the phone call. You grab two guys here. You put them over here on this side, where it says deep line haul. Okay. Now you could actually do this where you're hauling up the line and dropping the line at the same time. You could do it. It's a little bit tricky if you're not too familiar with the gears and the stuff. You should not probably do it at the beginning if you're kind of a rookie on there. So for this tutorial, whatever this video, I'm just gonna go with 2 guys right now, because that sometimes what happens, you get the timing wrong. You have to back up, or go further up, and it gets kind of confusing. But you can do it where you're dropping and picking lines up. So right, once you get the kind of the rhythm of it. All right, so I got my 2 guys. They're ready to go. So let me go back and let me step off here, see what they're doing, see how they're set here. And there they are. I guess these are the twins here. You guys are related, I guess. Some serious looking guys here. I don't think they have too much to drink at the pub or the bar. They're just like, they got a terrible hangover. But we're set to go here. Let me get back in the... Oh, we're back over here to the helms and take over here. Alright. Alright, my first buoy here should be towards my left. Let me close in a little bit here. Where the hell is this buoy at? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're going to pick up our first buoy here. First line we're going to pick up here. I'm a little bit off track here. Okay, we got our first line. Let's see what we get here. We got some tuna. We got some fish on here, some tuna. About 1,600 pounds, not bad. And now we got a couple swordfish here. Pretty good size one there. And a tuna, swordfish and tuna. And we got 1,200 there. Only got 2 fish on the line. Well, I'd like to get 3 fish on the line there, on that one line. We got another swordfish here. Okay, we got 1,400 pounds in there. A little bit over 1,400 pounds. Well, almost 1,500 pounds. You know, I can see in the future where fishing, you might be able to do it from home from a console like this. You could say you have your boat out in the water, you got everything live, and you take your drone boat out there. Instead of you being out there with your guys, you have everything on automatic, and maybe the whole thing, the line and everything can be picked up with that boat designed to pick up the line, unhook the fish, and there'll be nobody on board the ship, on the boat. And I can see that happening down the road, where fishermen may not go out to the ocean anymore, and fishermen are going to be more like people on these consoles at home, not at home, but at business or whatever, and just with some cameras, something like what the military does with their drones. Instead of flying all those planes out there and putting them in harm's way with personnel on them, they put these drones out there to just scout around the areas. And you may see that with some fishing boats too. I will think by now, and I'm almost sure by now people are working on that, with autonomous fishing boats are being experimented with to go fishing without a crew. I think it'll be pretty exciting to sit somewhere like in an office or whatever, and you can just sit there without going out to sea and do something like lobster fishing, or do like, you know, this kind of fishing without having to go on a boat at all. I mean, you're gonna a real fisherman is gonna miss the ocean, of course. You know, it's the excitement of being out there in the ocean, even though you might have rough days, but there's nothing like being out there in the ocean. But I think that will probably in the future could change. And probably do some research. You'll probably find a couple companies already involved in researching that, or maybe already have built up some kind of a nominate, drone fish, not drone fish, drone boats. I'm a little bit off here. See if it goes under the boat the right direction. There we go. Alright. Got a big one there. There you go. Oh, that's a good sized one. 700 pounds. Now I could haul about, I believe it was 100,000 pounds in there. Now, as somebody who's done like lobster fishing, crab fishing, and all other kind of fishing, this is pretty good. I mean, the sound of the engine on this boat, it's almost, you could say, it's exactly the sound that the engines will make on the boat that I used to do fishing on. One of the boats I used to do fishing on, and it's just like it. It just brings me so much memory back when I hear the engines on this boat, and when it speeds up or slows down, even when it goes backwards. It is the sound. And the boat that I used to be on, one of the boats that I was on was a 50-footer, and it was just like this, about the same kind of design. Okay, we got over 1,000 pounds on that one. Bring it on in there, bring it on in right there. Very little bit. No, we got 400 pounds. It wasn't that great there. 460 something pounds. And this is basically what you do here for like 8 hours, sometimes up to 10 hours. It's haul in traps or haul in crab traps, or if you got a long line, bring in the long line. And this is basically it right here. It can be kind of tedious, and then if it's a rough day out in the ocean, your boat's going up and down lower place, especially if it's like a cold day and you're wet and you're really exhausted at the end of the day. The thing about it is you got to do it the next day all over again. Wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, get your gear set up. There are some people, of course, depending on what kind of fishing you're doing, some people will just go out there and spend a month, and they'll fill in their whole. Kind of went off track here. But if you're doing like coastal fishing and you just have some traps and either lobster traps or crab traps, but you're close to the coast and you're able to go home and then go back out the next day, then you're doing okay. But some other times, some other places, you may be out, a couple of weeks. that other trap at? Oh, there's something. Of course, these guys make it look easy. So that last set, the last, not set, the last couple of lines we got there, well, the last line we got, what's about 1,000 now. This one is about, doesn't make 1,000. It's not, we're not doing really great fishing, kind of mediocre today. Usually it's good when you have 3 fish on the line and you're getting around close to 1,800, 1,700 pounds per line. And we're beginning our average seems to be more like close to 1,000 pounds per line. So we're missing some fish on the line here. Let's see if I don't pass this. Okay. Now here on YouTube, I've actually left the side there open with the messenger bar, so in case anybody wanted to ask any questions, they can put them on there. This game is to me, it's a very good game for this kind of fishing, commercial fishing. I think a lot of people just don't realize it's here. Okay, and the graphics are pretty good. It needs a little help on some things. But overall, it's a very good game. I enjoy it. And I think maybe they just have to market a little bit better. Get this game in front of people so they notice that the game is here. Now you can say, what is so exciting about, going from one line to another line and bringing it in? Well, for somebody like me who's been, who's done this for a living, it just brings back a lot of memory. So, I can see, certain people up in the helms over there, at the, talking BS back, all the BS we talk all day long, and the birds, you hear them just like you hear them on here. Sometimes, oh, I'm going to pass this one. Let's see if I can pick this one up here. It's kind of like, it seems like they've not been on the line correctly here. I may have to back up on this one here. No problem, we'll back up into it. Okay, let me see. Where are we at? Now this does happen to you in real life, trust me. Where you can miss one. Okay, we picked that up. I remember fishing lobster traps, and we had the buoys out there, everything is lined up right, all separated pretty good. And then along came in a storm, big, one of those, big tropical storm, and all your traps are all over the damn place. And it creates a mess the way you have your things set up, and you have to go out there and be bouncing around all the place, looking for your stuff. Where's that next line at? Oh, here it is, the next buoy. Man, that buoy was really off track here. Where is that? Now it's kind of messed me up because I am off track now completely now. Let me go back around, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep going off track here doing these kind of rounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around and line myself back up the correct way. In real life I've actually done this, where the buoy's just screwed up big time. It throws you off the line that you're in, and you kind of have to line up your boat again. Yeah, you waste a little bit of fuel. I'm making sure I don't lose my buoy. Just gonna get myself lined up again. Still off the lining here. So you can see the bottom there. It's not lined up correctly, but I'll work myself around this so I get corrected. Okay, let me line up myself for the next one down there. Sometimes what you have is also you know, you're picking up the buoys in a direction of where the current is running. You don't want to run over your own rope, especially if you got lobster traps, because you're gonna get that wind up on the propeller, and you could end up losing your prop. So what you do is I mean, you'll have it like that, and all of a sudden you don't notice the tide will change, and all of a sudden you got it's going in a different direction, and you set yourself up to pick it up in one way, and you have to now change your plan around a little bit. Okay, we're up ahead there, and that's always a problem. If you run over your own rope of your traps, you're going to have some serious issues. I know people that have been stranded out there, had to get people to come and give them a tow back because they lost their propeller because the damn thing, the line got all tangled up. The rope got all tangled up from one of the lobster traps, and sometimes what it does is it just pulls the lobster trap right into your propeller and can damage your propeller in a major way. You gotta watch out, you may start getting a leak too. So here we are, and it's not a bad. We're up to 1,000 pounds. Oh, I mean, that was a 1,000 pound line there. We got another one coming up here. Let me see if I can speed it up a little, because I'm a little bit slow here right now. You can see that boat over there. You gotta watch out when you're doing this game. If you run into a boat, you're probably gonna lose your boat, and you're gonna have to repurchase that boat. And unless you got insurance, I think it only pays a certain amount. And if you may have to go and work yourself back up to that boat that you lost. I already lost around in this game. I lost, I believe, like around 2 or 3 boats. I lost. And there's been some strange things happening. It was some glitches, you could say. I'd actually had one of my boats flying up in the air one time, and I think it was that big. It was a big one of the long line ships, big one. And I was just laughing my guts out because it was just flying. It was doing flying through the air. But that one got screwed up, and I think I ended up buying it. I own every boat pretty much on this game, including that one that cost $29 million, the big trawler. And I sold them, and I've actually kept one of the smaller trawlers that does better. The big trawler didn't do too much what I wanted to do, but maybe I'll get it back again. So we got 3 more buoys to go on this set right here. And that one brought around 1,300 pounds. We got 2 more to go here. We got one lobster one of the lines is dead. That line 26, I think, is dead. There's nothing on it. So this is not a shooting up game or this kind of stuff, but it can be kind of relaxing game. To me, it's kind of relaxing. And for those who are, some people that live in these landlocked states, you could say, they never get out to the ocean. It's good to have. It's like a bit like a simulator, and kind of gives you a little idea how it works out there in the ocean. And the makers of this game haven't put no real big waves in on this game. This is not normally, you don't get these kind of days, these kind of nice days out in the ocean. You have you can get rain, you can get all kinds of stuff out here. And maybe they'll be introducing to that in the future. You may see this game, if it gets a little further down the line here, where they introduce some, rougher weather, rain and snow, and you could say bigger waves, you could say, and make the game a little bit more challenging. So that was the last line there on that set. The previous one had 1,300 pounds, a little bit more than 1,300 pounds. Let's see how much this one has here. This one has 990. So I've been average about 1,000 pounds, you can say, on that one set that we just ran there. Let's see how this set out here a little further out does. I gotta turn into that, so I'm going a little bit further out here before I start making my turn. Right over there, the lines, the next set's right over there on my left hand side. And I feel like I'm right back on the boat that I used to be on. Well, I had, a couple of boats that we own, and it sounds just like, one of the boats sounds just like this one. I mean, you can say exactly like it. I'm gonna stop right here. I want to check to see how much do we catch here. Okay, on that set we brought in around 27,000, almost 23,000. I mean 28,000 pounds, and we still got 82,000 pounds left in the hole that we can fill in free, you could say. So we'll see how much we're catching on the next set there. Now what you can do, you can go your set, you can go out a couple of times and drop your stuff as long as you got enough baits out there, and cast yourself until you fill in that hole. So we're ready to go here. Let me see if the guys are tired. I want to make, sometimes they get worn out. Let's see what they are doing. They're good to go. No problem with that. So if this buoy, this line up ahead is basically pick up and just keep on trucking. Yep, nothing on that line. So we'll move on to the next one here. See where we catch on this one. Hopefully we'll do a little better on this set here. The last set, you know, the average was like about 1,000 pounds. We could do a lot better than that. One fish, that's not good. That's not that all that great. We'll move on to see if we get another one there. So we're doing the swordfish and tuna here. Close to that buoy. Alright, got picked up. Now you could get to the back and pick up, you can actually help the guys pick up the fish here. I've done it before. You got, there's like a little target between the you see like a little circle on top of the fish. You're supposed to hit that to get the fish. I don't do it, I'd rather just drive. You can have one other guy and you could do the, it's kind of, it take a lot longer to do it because you gotta, you know, drive the boat, stop the boat, go get the fish, and you know, so I don't know, I think you can put it on automatic where you can just put this, I'm not sure if you can do it. I haven't done it, I've just never done it for, I'd just rather just go and drive the boat, let them pick up the fish. But like, you can see like a little circle there. That's where you're supposed to drop your hook on when you're doing that, when you're bringing up the fish. And there'll be some other guy there with you picking up the fish. So you can actually do it on this game. I got 1,400 pounds on that one. Not too shabby. That buoy's a ways off here. Yeah, there's a buoy I put a little bit separation, a little bit too much. There's a lot of tuna down there. See how much we get here on this line here. I got a couple. I got another swordfish here. And that was a bit over 1,100 pounds, so it wasn't as bad. So we're doing our final set here. We should have another, I believe another 27 lines to pick up here. And that was like 1,994 pounds. So it's basically an average today here of 1,000 pounds on average we're doing here now. I tell you, this boat can make you money if you're in this game and you want to make some money and buy some other boats. This can help. Hey, how's it going out there? Somebody just come into the chat room here. I hope you're doing good. And we're doing the fishing Atlantic here and going after some tuna. We're trying to catch some tuna here. So we're up to around, I believe we're up to about close to 30,000 pounds of tuna here today. So do you play this game a lot, Hal? Or is you don't play much of this game? And we're actually getting a mix of tuna and swordfish here, is what we're getting here. Okay. Yeah. And there you go. We got another 1,000 pounds on that one. Hopefully we'll get up to about 50,000 pounds. And now, what I normally do is I'll stay out here until I get about until I fill in my tank. I will not come out here and just get like 50,000 pounds. I just think we should fill in the tank. No, don't play that one, I don't think. I do this and I do Warship. I play Warship once in a while. See here, we're getting close here. Let's see if I can move my butt over there and try to get it. There you go. So our last one was 1,200 pounds. Not too shabby. We're on line 35 here. We got about 51 lines that we set up, so we're getting close to the end here. $532 subs. Yeah, I have this. Actually, it would have been better. I just decided to come back over here and do a little bit more gaming. Sometimes I don't do a lot of gaming on this channel, but you know, I was looking at this fishing game that I play here. I've been playing this. Last year I played it quite a lot. This year I didn't play it that much, and I noticed there's a lot a lot of people don't seem to either understand the game or just haven't gotten the game. I don't work for the company, but I think it's a great game for people. It's kind of relaxing. And I said, let me make some videos here, maybe help out, and hopefully more people get interested in this game. Because I really wish it stays around a while, and they improve. They actually got a couple of new boats out. One of their DLC. I think they had 3 new boats that came out this year, and I think it's pretty enjoyable. I mean, I like to play this game. It's not that bad. So I got 1,300 pounds in there. So I said, let me make a couple of videos, and I noticed that, on PlayStation that not too many people were making videos or anything. I said, let me make a couple of videos and throw them out there, and hopefully people will continue to be interested in this game. Because I like to see this game, go into the future, and maybe they can improve it a little bit more. It's a pretty interesting game. It's commercial fishing. It's not regular fishing that you out there to like Fishing Planet. I do a lot of Fishing Planet once in a while, but it's a different type of fishing, and I think it kind of gets people an idea how this game, how commercial fishing works. I've done commercial fishing. In reality, I've done commercial fishing, lobster fishing, and stone crab fishing, and other type of fishing. That's a long time ago. So this kind of brings back a lot of memories for me. The sound of the engines on this boat is exactly the sound of the engine on a boat that we used to have. Was a 50-footer commercial fishing boat. That's one of the reasons I like to play this game, because it really brings back a lot of memories for me. How much I have in fish right now? Let me see. I'll take a look. Let's see how much fish I got here. I got 38,000 pounds of fish here. So we got quite a bit. Now this boat can hold about 100,000 pounds of fish. It has like the extended tank on it. So you can bring in about 100,000 pounds of fish in. So I'll be catching a couple of tunas. I'm thinking of getting more swordfish than tuna right now. There's a lot of swordfish down the. If you look at the sonar, you see a lot of swordfish. And that line, but I'm bringing like an average of about 1,000 pounds per line. So have you played this game before? Is this a game that you played before? And if so, what kind of boat did you play? What were you fishing? Oh, okay. I mean, if you're thinking of getting this game, you like this kind of commercial fishing. It's not a high tech. It's not like going out and playing like Warship or any of those shooting up games. It's more like a laid back game. And it's not that all that complicated to play. Now I did do a video of the trawler yesterday, and the trawler to me is the most complicated ship to play on this game, and that's because you got to know how to run the nets, how to catch fish on that, and you got to manipulate the nets when you're pulling when the trawler's pulling the nets behind it. You got to know how to manipulate them a little bit in order to catch fish. And it can be frustrating. At the beginning I was very frustrated with the trawler. Couldn't catch anything on it. And then later on, as I learned more and more how to use the nets and how to manipulate them, I started doing pretty good on the trawler. Alright, but that's probably the more complicated boat that you can run out here. Commercial boat you can run out here. But the thing is, they're on seasons. There are different seasons for crab season and lobster fishing, and sometimes you'll find lobster and sometimes you don't. It's like hit and miss. Oh, at the store, yeah. I mean, it's kind of. I think the game right now. I'm not sure, but I think the game right now it's on sale. I think it may be on sale, and at the good, it's a good price on the game. I like it. I enjoy it. I've actually spent hours sometimes on this game, and it's you have quite a few boats you can purchase. Here on the game you can win, or you can work yourself up to the game. Not sure. Hang on, get this. There you go. I thought I was gonna lose that one there. I feel like my bow was kind of bouncing there. But I think it is on sale. Not sure on PlayStation. I have PlayStation, so it was on. I believe it was on sale, this game. And they also had another DLC. You can get the different from Long Line, and the setup is different, and clam fishing is different. So it's a little challenging, but I think that's what it got to be. To make the game fun, you got to be a little, you got to be challenged. But I think it's if you like something kind of relaxing and you're tired of all those shoot-up games, Call of Duty and all that, and you want to get into something a little bit more relaxing, this game can be quite relaxing. At least for me, it can, because I used to be a commercial fisherman, so I kind of enjoy it. Sometimes what I do on PlayStation, I'll wait to see if a game goes on sale. If I'm not too sure if I want to get it before I get it. If I see it on sale, good discount, then I'll get it and try it out. If I, and I'll be surprised that sometimes I actually like the game. But there's been some games that I gotten on PlayStation that, oh my God, you probably could have put them at 50 cents on that, and if I would have known, I wouldn't even buy it. I mean, some horrible games that look pretty good, and when you actually purchase them, it's the worst of the worst. I bought this one game, which I believe it could be designed in Russia. I don't know what it was. It was a bit of a one of those shootout games. And the video was like high tech, everything was great, and it got into the game and it looked like something from like one of the early games from the 1990s or late 80s. It was like really garbage game. So but this game here, I was surprised when I got it. I wasn't, when I first got this game here, I wasn't expecting much out of it, and then I realized how good the graphics were. And it has some good skills on it. I mean, not good skill, but it has some good simulation to it. I said, you know what? For the price I got it, I don't know. I can't remember now exactly if I paid. I don't think I paid the original. I got it on a discount, I think. And it was pretty good. And some of the details on the boat's pretty good. Like the trawler has a lot of interesting details on there. We're now got two more lines to pick up here. You can see some of the lines are going flat here. So after we pick up these lines here, I thought we only had two. Let's see how many lines we got here. I'm gonna pick up this line, and I'm gonna move my clock up about another hour and see if I can catch some fish on those remaining buoys there. So what you do here is if you want to move your clock up another hour, sometimes you gotta give it a little bit more soaking and catch some fish. So I'm gonna move it up and see, maybe, because right now there's nothing on those lines. So I'm gonna move the clock up about another hour and see what happens. I'll move it 2 hours, see if they went blue on me. Nope, only one's gone blue. And it's we could possibly catch nothing on those remaining buoys. We'll try another 2 hours up and see what happens. So you can move the time up here, and that way you don't have to sit there for a whole day waiting to catch some fish. Okay, all the lines are dead right now. It's just they went over the limit is what happened on those lines. The amount of time they were in the water soaking, so that's what basically happened on those lines. So let me just go pick up the line. I only lost like one buoy that had some fish on it, but no big deal. I'm up to right now. Let me see what I'm up to. I'm up to 49,000 pounds, 249. So not bad. All right, that should be. Believe it or not, that would be like about $500,000 right there once I take it into port, and that should be able to get you another boat. If you're on this game, it should be able to purchase another boat for you, some other kind of boat. So let me go pick up these lines here. Pick up the remaining buoys and lines here. They're going to go by fast because there's nothing on them. And we're here at the setting sun here. Now, if people like this game, I'll come out here more often, do more fishing on this, and give maybe some tutorials on how to run the boat. You can tell when there's nothing on the line, the red buoy will be down. You see, the red buoy will usually be on top of the water when there's fish on the line. When it's not, it'll be down. So all you see is the yellow buoy up. So we're basically just picking up line here now. This one, the red buoy is still up. Maybe I don't think we got anything on here. How much I paid for this? The game is what you're asking? I can't remember right now how much it was. It wasn't a lot. I think it was like $14 when I got this game. I think I got it on sale or something. I know it wasn't a lot I paid for it, and I was pretty amazed that when I got it, it had a good graphics and all this good stuff on it. Yeah, that line is also dead. I've got 2 more remaining lines, and the sun's really bugging with my word. I'm having a hard time seeing that buoy there. Now, in real life, I've had this happen to me where I'm picking up buoys, and I had the setting sun, and it's a pain in the butt looking straight into the sun to pick up your buoy. And like I said, I've done the crab fishing and lobster fishing, and when you have the sun kind of setting down, and your line runs right west, right into the setting sun, it can be up or early in the morning sometimes when the sun's coming up, and you're picking up or dropping. You're either dropping or picking up, and you're going into the sun. GTA, you know, now that you talk about GTA, maybe you can help me with this one. I heard somebody told me that GTA 6 was going to come out. I don't know about that. Somebody said something about GTA 6 coming out, and I do have GTA. Sometimes I play it, and somebody told me that they were going to put out GTA 6 by the end of this year. I've been hearing that like every year now for like 7 years, 5 years. I don't know how long that GTA is going to come out, and never comes out. So this is my last buoy here. Okay, so what you do here, if you're ever playing this game, yeah, somebody told me a couple of days ago that GTA 6 was going to come out. That's what they said. You know, so I don't know what they've been saying that for quite a while, that they were going to make a new GTA and put it out. And I don't know how much truth there is to that. I haven't actually done no research to find out if it is true or not. Once you guys picked up all your buoys, this is a tip that I'm going to give you. Is very important. At this point, save your game, because on the way back to port, you could run into another ship, or there could be some kind of glitch. Yesterday I had a glitch. I told the people, save your game, and like about 2 minutes later, when I saved the game, I was going to head back to port, and I had a major glitch. And that was and I'm glad I saved it. If not, I would have lost like about $1 million on that haul there. So save your game at this point. And let me go here to the trawler here, and I'll meet to the double trouble here, and I'll save my game here. So if anything goes wrong, you're still okay. You still have your catch on board. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fast travel back to port. Now you can go and travel back to port. It'll take you a while to get back there, and there are different ports out here. All right, there's like about 6 different ports out here. But what I want to do is find out the pricing here of fish. So let me go here to where it says finance, because I want to find out the price for fish and what's a better port. Okay, we've been hauling in swordfish and tuna. I got tuna here on this port. You see the name up there, the Yaman, whatever port. It's $13. I guess that's about the better price. So I'm gonna go into that port. That's what I want to do. So I'm gonna fast travel there. That port is right over here. Let's see, where's that? Right down. Wait a minute, back up. Here we go. Right here is that port. So I'll fast travel. Now, like I said, you can take your boat back to port. You don't have to fast travel, but it's going to take a while to get back there. And you could run into, if you run into another boat and sink your boat, you're going to lose all your cash, and you're going to lose your boat too. So, and it takes a while to get back. So I'd rather just fast travel. So I'll fast travel and we'll see how much money I made on this haul of fish that I got here. Yesterday, actually, when I did the video earlier today, I didn't have the microphone turned on, and that's why I'm doing this one again. I caught like about $500,000 worth of fish. Let's see how much fish we're gonna have on this time around. It says, do you want to sell your fish? Yes. So we got a net income here about $458,568.28. So not too shabby. That gives me some money there, and with that money I can buy myself another boat. So I will say yes, go ahead and sell the cash. And if I want to buy another boat, if you're new to this game, you don't know where you buy your boats, you come down here where it says dock. Alright, and then you go down where it says shipyard, and then go see the boats that are available. And each of these ports have different kind of boats to buy. All right, it's not the boats you find on this on this port, you won't find them on another port. All right, so they have, all these ports have different boats to buy. So what we got here, if you wanted to buy any of those boats, they all, the Trouter, and you got Lobster boats in here. Let me see, I think they got a Lobster boat in here. I believe this red one's a Lobster boat. And then it tells you, if you look at the menu there, it tells you what kind of fishing you can do with it. And over here you can do, on this little red boat, you can do long line fishing, you can do net fishing, and I think it's crab fishing on this one. Yeah, you can do pod fishing on that one too. And then you got the trawlers. Is that a troll boat? You got different type of boat for different things. Clam boats. And see what you got here. I believe this is a troll boat. See if the image comes around it. This image is not coming on before I come back. Let me see if I can get this one to work. This one I bought last year. I actually got this one. I own most of these boats. At one time or another, I owned them and then I sold them, or I wrecked them, or something happened to them. I did have this boat last year, and it can have around 90 crab traps. It's a very large boat. The thing is, I was not making enough money on the crab traps. I feel like I was just not making enough. I could make more money just going and fishing swordfish and fishing tuna than wasting my time on the lobster fishing boat. So, well, this is actually a crab trap. I believe it's a crab boat. Yeah, it's a crab boat. 90 traps so you can put in there, but it's kind of interesting. You have like a winch that helps you put the traps in the water and picks up the traps. It's a little complicated. It's a little different to run. It's a large boat. It does take a couple of crew people to work to run it. So I had that one. Then I also had this boat. Now, if you're going to do trout fishing, if you're going to use, you want to use this type of boat with a long net behind it and do some trolling, not trout fishing, no, trolling. This is a good startup boat for that. This troll boat. You still got to learn to use the controls. With a little complicated to use some controls, but you'll get the hang of it, and you'll start catching, and they can make you some money on that boat. It's about $500,000 for that one. Alright, and then you got some simple boats here like this. And I got many other boats you got in here. And so this is where we're at. Let me get back over here to the boat. And if you're also doing this game, and let's say you set up your gear, you gotta remember to set up your gear. There's fishing gear right there. The first time you use this boat, you have no gear on it. You have to buy your gear, so you have to go over here and buy your gear. I think this one maxes out at 80 long lines. Yeah, but that boat there also does pod fishing. You can do crab fishing, and you can do net fishing and long lines. So you gotta make sure what is it you want it for. You can also sell your lines, and you can buy bait. You can buy either for swordfish or tuna. I got a bit of a mix on my baits to catch some different things. Alright. And then down in the once you got your bait all on the boat, and you got your pods and everything, start to go fishing, let's say for swordfish, you can then go to town, and you can go over here where it says bar, or if you're from the UK, you'll know that's the pub. And you can go here where it says tips, and you can buy the tips. Where is, like right here, where are the swordfish, where can I buy swordfish, where can I find swordfish, and then you can buy that. Sometimes it's free, and sometimes, like here you got the swordfish cost you 5,000, but the tuna is free, so you can get information on the swordfish, information on the tuna, and you got also clams, and you got some of this redfish and other kind of fish. Find some information. Now here's the thing: if you're going to fish, let's say tuna or swordfish, and you went to one pub or one port, and you went to that city's little pub or bar, you didn't find no information on that, you can go to another port and find information. It may have information on the fish you're looking for. Alright, so you buy the information, then if you go back to the map, the map is going to indicate to you where that fish is at. Alright, it's going to tell you, well, here we got tuna, over here we got tuna up here, and let me see what we got to this side over here. We got some clam you can fish. We got some some swordfish also on that side, you can see. So once you buy the tip from the person at the bar or at the pub or whatever, the fish is gonna show up here, and it's gonna show you where the fish is at. It's gonna also tell you if it's if the tip is like 6 days old, 2 days old, or 24 hours old. And the newer the tip is, it probably will cost you money. Like if it's just like 1 day, it's probably gonna cost you money. If it's a couple of days, it may be free. All right, so you may go out there, you may catch something, you may not. So you actually may not get nothing out of it. All right, and then you got the crew here. Well, I didn't send the crew home, so maybe they're not too happy. They can get off. You can walk around the ship. Now, if you're interested in running this ship by yourself, you can do it. All you need is one more crew member, and you'll end up hauling the fish for yourself. But the problem is, you gotta go. You get over there to the line. You then have to stop the boat and then help pull the line out with this guy. It can get kind of a little complicated, so I'd rather just drive the boat, let them pick up the boat, let them pick up the line. This boat can take up as up to about 4 members of crew. And here are your lines right here. You can just toss them overboard. You can also come back here and you can do the drop. You can drop your own lines out here. All right, so there's a couple of different things you can do on this boat. Or you can put it like an automatic where you have your own crew and let them handle the whole thing. And all you do is basically drive the boat. Alright. I'll get back over here. And if you guys want to see the trout, I can go and give you the tour of that one. That's the bigger boat that I have on this small fleet. You want to change boat. To change boats, you want to go to another boat you have. All you gotta do is go here and where it says go to the dock, you press the X there, and then you come down here where it says dock. Alright, and come to where it says shipyard, and above you're gonna see owner. This is what I own. These are the boats that I own. Like I said, I've owned all these boats all at one time. I just sold a whole bunch of boats or messed them up. Alright, so this is what I got right now. I kind of kept a small fleet here. This is one of the bigger boats that I own, is this one here. Let's see if it shows up. Sometimes it takes a while to show up. Okay, that's one of the bigger boats. And I want to show you, if you do get this game or planning on getting this game, I want to show you why this boat's complicated to catch some fish. So let me just go in there for a second. And as you can see, it's a large boat. Alright. And the complication is going to be around, you're going to see this is different now than that other boat that I had. There's a little bit more stuff on there. But the big, this is over here where the captain chair is at, and over here is where we have the technician at. He's the one who's going to be handling the nets. And this is where it gets kind of complicated, because you have this one screen you got to know how to, let me sit down on there. I can't open the screen on that because we're not fishing. But you got to handle the screen, you got to know how to bring in the fish, you got to know how to manipulate the nets. So this is the one that probably is more complicated than all the other fishing boats out here. Alright, but this is, you know, this is a ship that costs, I believe it's 6 million or 9 million for this ship. I think it was. That's what it costs. It's not going to be a cheap ship. I think it was, I'm not sure if it's 9 million. I know it's no, I think it's 10 million, I think, for the ship. Alright, there's one bigger than this that I used to own, and that one was 29 million. But you can see you got a lot of buttons here. Most of your controls are going to be this little red button. You're going to make some phone calls to your crew. I don't have no crew on board, I don't think. Let me see if I have crew on board. Yeah, my crew's still on board. Excuse me. My crew's on board. And this one has a 4-man crew. Actually, you can add more crew members on here. Alright. And you can assign these people to gut fish, to freeze the fish, and to box the fish. And you can also have a cook, and you can also have repairs. Now I only have half of the members here because my other 4 members are on my other ship that I just went out on, my tuna boat. My other boats where I have my other 4 members. But you're supposed to have about 8 people on here. And what you're going to do is you're going to have 4 people on the net, and then you're going to have people gutting, and you're going to have people freezing, and you're going to have people boxing the fish. So this is a little complicated. Watch the video I made yesterday. You can see this is a little bit more complicated. It's a little bit more tedious to work it. Alright. And also you can walk around this boat to different areas. Let me get out of here. I want to step away from here. And you can come outside. Alright, and then they haul in the net through here. Once you're out there and you're caught enough fish, they'll haul in the net, and then they'll dump in the fish into your hole, and then they'll tell you how many pounds you caught. This one, I believe, has capacity up to 1 million pounds. Let's see how much capacity we have on this one here. This little box, once you see this little thing here, that's where you're going to tell you how much you have available, how much fish you have, and so on. Right now we have a storage of 881,000, over 881,000 pounds of storage we have here. Just a bit over that. Okay, so we can hold quite a lot of fish in there. All right, and you can come down here. You can go down to the crew cabin. All right, see if we go down. Oops, got the wrong down this way. No, it's down the other way. I'm just giving you a little tour of the boat here. So you can come down here, you can go down to the crew cabin. I think that's one more down. Yeah, it's one more down where the door's at. It's quite large ship. The other ship's actually larger than this one. It's around 200 feet. We should be able to go through there. Whatever, can't go through it now? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we should be able to go through it. Why is it we're not going through it now? There we go. And this is where the crew lives at. And you can go up here, and you see you're going to have the bedrooms up here. This is where the crew stays. another bedroom and another bedroom, and then you got like a little area, I guess, for computer or whatever you want to call home and stuff like that. You got bathrooms here, I guess. And let me see what we got here. We got another little area there for the crew. Let me go back up. Now I'm kind of lost in my own ship. Where's the little stairways? Oh, the stairways goes down. Okay. And over here you got an area where you can put your you know, the crew hangs out. It's like a little dining area, and you can look out the windows. You can see where we're at here. Okay. So that's like a little dining area here that they have. Not dining area. Yeah, I guess you could call it a dining area. They have a kitchen here, and this kind of brings it down to the bottom part of the ship here. You can go to the back here. And come all the way to the back of the ship. And when they drop the lines, you can go back. You know, if you want to chance it and ignore your helms and all your nets in the water, and you want to travel back here, you can come, and you're basically just going to see the line. They're hauling the lines in the water, and they're pulling the nets in. And when you have your crew set up, they'll be along in the line. They'll be like in this area where your crew will be at. But you got to manage on this ship. You have to manage your crew. You have 4 members that come down to work the nets, but you can't leave them out there all the time because they got to go back up and do some. They have to gut some fish, freeze and box some fish. You can go down another level here. Let me see if I can go. Last time I got stuck here doing this. There we go. And walk around. So it's got pretty good details on it. And then you get back into your in the area where you know, technician, and you got your captain chair over here. Now, if you're ever thinking of taking this boat out, you can do it right from here. You can go get into the captain's seat. Let me get out of here. I'm not on the captain, I'm on the technician seat. You can get into the technician seat. You can drive the boat out of here. It does have the oh man, what's the name of these? The thrusters, where you can use them to pull the boat away from the dock. And I believe that thrusters over here. I don't do much of this because you can get yourself in trouble if your boat continues to. Let's say you're pulling your boat away from the dock. You don't know what you're doing, and you run into your own dock a couple of times. You could sink the boat right there, and you're going to lose your multi-million-dollar boat. Alright, so you got to be careful, and you got to know the timing on these kind of boats. This kind of boat has a lot of tonnage, so it's not going to stop on a dime. Alright, and if you're moving away from the docks and you don't know what you're doing, you could move all the way to the other side, and you could run into some problems or run into another boat. So if you want to avoid all those problems, you're not sure how to drive one of these kind of boats, maybe just better off put it on automatic. Not automatic, just go and find yourself the area you want to go on your map, and then just fast travel to that area you want to go on your map. Now for trawl fishing and the fish that we're going to catch, cob, they say we're going to go to deep water. We're going to go in this area up here. You'll see a brown fish right there, that's cob, and we're going to go into that area and do some fishing. But you see how many small boats in that area. If you go in there, you don't know what you're doing, you run into one of those small boats, you're going to sink your boat out there, and that's the end of that. You can run off the map. I've done it once or twice. I run off the map and you'll lose your boat. So be careful you don't run off the map on here. All right. And what you do is you go like in the middle of a hurricane or something. All right. So this is like, see the cob there's 17. The information on that cob is 17 days old. Alright, but I was there yesterday and I was still catching fish there. But a lot of times if you're going to run your trolls, they're going to be out here. That's where you run your troll. Alright, that kind of boat's going to be out here, deep water. Alright, the tuna fishing is more like more closer to land. Lobster fishing is in this area. You got clam fishing, shallow water, and you see a lobster up there. That's where your lobster and clams. All right, now you got to look at the seasons. Make sure you're in the right seasons, and now you're gonna end up messing up things. All right, so this is the big boat here, and let me see if I get back outside here. All right. Now, some of these boats are not going to be available. If you get the game, you won't see the boat. Believe it or not, there's a video on YouTube that you should go watch. I don't know if it's still on there, but some of these boats are like in different areas of the map, and they're not indicated anywhere. It won't show it in the map where they're at. You have to go find them on your own, and once you find them, they get posted onto the list of boats that you have. Alright, so you may be out there getting close to the coast, and all of a sudden you'll see a boat out there in some dock somewhere, but it's not marked on the map, and you can get the boat. Then you get the boat to show up on the list, then you're able to purchase the boat. It's some weird thing like that. So what I did when I first got into this game, I got that I went on that video and I followed that's one guy who took the time to go and basically find all these boats. I went to the location he says to go, and I found most of the boats are here. There may be some more new boats out here that I haven't been able to find, but that's the way you find a lot of these boats. And once you find them, you get them on the list and you're able to buy them. Some of them you will get them on the game. They're already posted on the list and you can buy them, but there are other boats may not be posted on that list. I believe that the biggest boat that we have here, that $29 million boat, was one of the boats that was not posted on the list. You have to basically go find it, and then you can purchase it. Not purchase it, but get it on the list, and then you're allowed to purchase that boat. I know it sounds a little complicated, but that's the way it works on here. Alright, so anyway, this is what I got to say. I hope you guys enjoy that. Thumbs up and the whole 9 yards. I will appreciate that. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and do some lobster fishing, man. We can do that from like the very beginning. You know, show you how to do the lobster fishing. And I'll take out one of my lobster boats, and maybe the same boat that we have. We can put some pods in now. But I gotta see if I think the season is coming up now. Lobster season should be coming up, and we can be able to get some pods in the water and do a little lobster fishing. Oh, let's see what kind of fishing. Let's see if I come back tomorrow. Maybe we'll do that. So anyway, thanks you guys for coming out here. I hope you guys look into this game. I don't work for this company. It's a very nice game. I like it, and maybe because I've spent a lot of times out in the ocean. I did do professional commercial fishing at one time in my life, and it kind of brings back a lot of memories. That's why I like the game. But yeah, but it's interesting, and you get to learn, maybe see how it works. Commercial fishing works and this kind of stuff, and it's not a high-tech game, a shootout game or anything like that, but it's an interesting game. To me, it's kind of a relaxing game. So anyway, thank you guys for coming out here. Don't forget, if you can, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up, and the whole 9 yards. And God bless you all, and thank you for everything. And I'll see you. Bye bye now.